some other sections in the ordinance, which hasn't been amended since, geez, when would you do that, 2013, 12 or 13.
Yep.
So, you know, that's kind of typical as you work through an ordinance. There are always things that need to be amended and addressed, and we took the opportunity to do that. But I would be, you know, again, in the email that I provided, I had provided you a copy of the ordinance that had highlighted the amendments, and I had also given specific sections of the ordinance that were amended in that email. So really, I'm just here today to address any questions that you may have.
The essence of it is federal and state code and bringing us into compliance with
Correct.
current language and so on.
Correct.
I mean, that's the essence of this package.
That is correct, yes.
Because it is very, a lot of detail.
There's a lot of detail, yeah.
But,
That is, yeah.
any questions?
Yes, I do have a question, please. Julie, I had forwarded you a link to a study from Stroud Research, and I find them credible. I've known them for a long time, and I think I actually visited the center one time. But there was some new material in there about sediment. If that would prove valid and DEP would approve that, because I've heard there's other studies, I just haven't read those. Is that something that would have to also amend the ordinance, or would it all be covered within there?
I mean, I would say that based off the study that you had sent to me when they were talking about the removal of sediment during stream bank restorations, I would say if the findings of that study are valid and DEP would choose to maybe adopt those, there could possibly be changes that come down the pike related to that.
Okay.
But at this point, you know, I don't have any information related to whether or not DEP has looked at those, you know, if they would be considering, you know, changes related to that.
There's no additional cost to us. I mean, your time is cost, obviously, but there's no problem with doing that on a short period. If we've been, you know, 10 years since the last one, we can do it.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I mean, if something, yes, and obviously DEP would give direction and guidance that would need to be done, and they would give a time frame in which it would need to happen, and then we would simply need to comply with that time frame.
Okay, thank you very much.
Just as an extra safeguard, you've had this reviewed, and so that's another.
Yes, the draft ordinance was sent up to the regional office, and I've had feedback from the regional office that it is in compliance with the 2022 requirements.
Okay.
And advertised.
Yes, it was advertised, correct.
And then our solicitor would have to sign off on it at the end.
Yes, when, after we are completed with this and it is adopted, the adopted ordinance will need to be sent to DEP. There's a checklist that needs to go along with that. I'll need to sign off. You guys will sign off on the ordinance, and then the county solicitor will also sign off on that as well.
All right. Motion?
Motion approved.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the stormwater management ordinance updates. Any question or comment from anyone?
Thank you all for your work on this.
It's a very hard subject.
Okay, thank you.
No, we didn't. How do you know what the outcome is? We didn't vote yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
We're
You're right.
assuming that we're going to support. All in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. So moved.
Now I
Thank
can
you.
go.
There we
Okay, well, thank you.